Hey everybody, welcome back. It's the Mac. Welcome back to the channel here. Continuation of Panzer campaigns, Smolensk 41, Wargame Design Studio, and John Titor Legacy game. And we're in the thick of it here, playing the Arshak Crossing here. I'm going to pick up the action from the last there. We did some artillery fire and got our arrived units on the map and talked a bit about what's going to happen strategy-wise. So, just let me look at the artillery real fast. If I did, yeah, those are all moving ahead, moving across the rivers. All right, start to work north to south there. I'm just gonna check real fast what the victory was. We got a minor victory already. Pushing on here. All right, so what to do about this? Mass disruption on the enemy here. We do have a unit that's disrupted here. The this Panzer unit, 63rd Schützen Regiment. They are actually disrupted there. So we're gonna do something about that. We're gonna see what's going on here. Yeah, so there's some tanks here. There's only one infantry regiment. The 40th Schützen Regiment is actually facing off this. They're all disrupted except those BTs there. Yeah, I used all my airstrikes as well. All right, so we could move up some tank destroyers, try to challenge these tanks. We need to draw some fire first, though. I think we should fire once with these guys at the infantry. See what happens there. It would cost 18 can. No return fire. All right, what about this group? We want to push on here. Let's see. We should commit some armor in here. Just move in the these guys. 17th Panzer Division there. These 5cm guns they have on these. We could go for a mass assault here. I mean, we could obviously not move everything in there, but we could do a big assault. The Panzers and this 40th Schützen Regiment. They could go for an attack in there. We could shift them out and move this regiment up instead. 63rd. I mean, it would be good for an assault here, actually. They're all disrupted. It's a pretty powerful force we have here. We could try it. Try to go for an assault here. See what happens. 2 vehicles was lost. 30 men and 4 vehicles were taken out there. They had to retreat. Okay, there's more units in the back here. So that was a pretty good attack. We did get our tanks disrupted, though. These guys are disrupted. I'm just gonna shift them back and move these guys up. They're gonna engage these guys. Only cost 6 casualties there. Kind of tempted to engage the flak guns with my this machine gun unit. Actually, it's gonna be open terrain, but they are pretty badass. Took 4 casualties there. Only fatigue. That was not that good. Lost a man. Some artillery fire coming in there. Only 1 gun, but we did get them disrupted there. Okay. 6 men. Wow, that is still a pretty powerful unit, that. So let's give them a salvo. 21 casualties. Not bad. Okay. So what's going on here? We got disrupted tanks here. Single digit. We do have more armor we can utilize. Or just concentrate these units and take out these tanks. This in the bottom here. Let's fire once here. Maybe we can knock those tanks out. Only cost fatigue there. Could go for an assault. Could assault with this. There's no infantry support, but we are vastly outnumbering the enemy here. Okay, only managed to take out 2 tanks there. They're holding firm there. That unit is broken. Which means we could push on here. See if we can... See if there's... I don't know if there's... There could be more units. It could be actually defense units on the other side of this river here. So we gotta be careful. But let's assault this broken unit. See what happens. There's only 3 tanks left there. Alright. How can that... They can actually swing around. I'm not sure what's going on down here, though. We could do a little reconnaissance down here with some... Doesn't seem to be anything there. This could be good. We do have these engineers. We might actually need them. Actually, we do have a bridge engineer unit there. Let's move them up. Engage that. We do have the anti-tank guns here. There's a broken unit here. Could use our armored cars to harass the enemy here. Right, we do have the tank destroyers. It would be fun to move them in. They do need to be off travel mode, but we could leave them there, flanking, move them in next. I don't think they can move and fire this turn. Yeah, they can. But they're pretty vulnerable, though. Those BTs there could be losing some. We actually lost already. All right, we got some flak. Let's get the flak in there. Defense. We do have some Stugs on the way. This is good to use for our infantry. How far can they move? Okay, they can move in about here. Let's deploy one battalion there. Let's get these guys here. Okay. So we still have anti-tank guns here. Should be used for something. Maybe just keep them there. Yes, I'm going to commit these forces later on. The infantry can just keep harassing they're actually in an open hex. We have the benefit of the forest there. We could still try to kill off as much infantry as we can. We didn't draw any fire there. I was lucky. Alright. So they committed. They're recuperating there. Alright. Looking good. Let's leave it at that. Just go down to the 18th here. So they're advancing here. Let's see. Got disruption on the enemy. We do have a big engineer force with Stugs. We could advance into this hex. The benefit of the woods. Okay. Cannot assault, but we can unleash devastating firepower here. 9 men. 7. They got wooded terrain as the defense there. Alright, what do we got here? We have powerful units, infantry and armor. You can just press on the attack here. 1 casualty. Another. Oh, 8 men to 46. That was pretty good. Okay, we need to press on here. We actually need to use these roads to advance. What do we got here? We got more infantry here. We should have infantry and armor here. One of the infantry units can actually advance. Let's use the tanks to assault. Let's assault this unit. It's disrupted. We lost a tank. 53 men was taken out, so that was pretty good. More armor. We have infantry on the flank here. Should definitely start pushing on here. We're going to use the roads. Alright. Let's see. That unit is sort of fresh. Let's get these recon units forward a bit. Wonder if they can move up here. I think there's a unit somewhere up here, actually. They could do some reconnaissance here. Can't see much from there, though. Let's just move it in there. Let's harass that unit a bit. This big tank force here. They can actually be part of this. But we do want to use our infantry more. Let's advance a bit. Let's get this armor down here. Could move up some armor and harass this unit. They have good defense. Start working this unit. 6 men. Alright. They will, they could advance a bit. Get our anti-tank guns. They could maybe stay there for now. Let's get our headquarters up a bit. Okay, the naval warfares are going across. We can set them up about here. And we are moving the our artillery up as well. Start moving that across. These are core artillery. Yeah, they could range 13. Range is getting pretty long now. We can move this core artillery up as well. We have our heavy guns there. Okay, we do have some more core assets moving in. Could move these Stug battalion all the way up here. Tank destroyers could be behind. Getting ready. Okay, I'm happy with that. We're advancing. Let's go down to the 10th. The 10th is just speeding their way to Gorky. We're going to have to bypass the enemy here. All right, and we got the 29th motorized moving up behind there. So we should act as a screening unit, though, for these guys. Maybe they're retreating? I'm not sure. Let's see how many units I can move here. So we do have some tanks here. Okay, that's somewhat of a... Let's move up here. Where's my reconnaissance here? Here's reconnaissance. All right, let's see what's... Actually, let's do a little aerial reconnaissance here. See what's going on. Seems okay. Let's move up to this village here. Okay, looks like we've punched through. Stop moving units up. Let's deploy infantry in that village. We have our anti-tanks definitely going to be moved up as well. Flak guns can actually move all the way up there and deploy. We have our motorcycle, machine gun motorcycles. Let's get them up behind there. Still in travel mode. Let's get this infantry moving. Let's get all that stuff behind. The armor doesn't have to be in travel mode, actually. They can move pretty far. Let's get them up to about here. We do have another big infantry unit here. Let's get them about there. Now we can move this armor up. I'm going to bypass these guys. I'm not going to commit myself to them. Let's deploy some armor there. Definitely going to get this infantry up as well. We'll get the old headquarters moving as well. Deploy it there. Engineers are going to have to be... this is the artillery for the 10th. We need to get that moving as well. pretty far. Dangerously close to these guys, though. Yeah, if they decide to move up there, attack that artillery, it's going to be bad for us. Guderian. He's moving with the... sending up his headquarters to that field there. It's kind of dangerous. If he decides to go up there now, we are quite exposed with artillery there. Well, we got the 29th moving in here now. Reconnaissance. We have the machine gun infantry as well. I mean, we did get our Schützen regiments on the map as well. Speeding ahead here. Right, storming ahead there. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Let's go down to the main event. We do have the Großdeutschland across the channel now. I mean the river there. There's stuff moving up here. Okay, I did move them. Yeah, this was a mistake. I shouldn't have moved the Das Reich. They're going to go back, I think. Yeah, all these units have moved. And we're going to be committed to the attack here. So these guns are going to be assaulted with these guys. 27 guns taken out. Not bad. And they can still advance. These guns are not disrupted. So that's going to be tough. We can move an infantry unit in there. There's a lot of guys here, though. Okay, let's have a look at the 10th motorized here. So those guys are not disrupted still. It's going to take some time, I think, to get these guys. It's pretty big units here. 3 men. Wow. 8 in return there. 17 casualties, though. 3 men. 2. Yeah, we're low on ammo here. I'm just going to use this unit to fire, actually. No. Yeah, it's going to be slow going there. I think we need to grind those guys for a couple of more turns. There we go. Wow, they just disrupted both units there. Good stuff. Causing good casualties too, right? So we got them probably, they're lined up for an assault next turn. Here's a big unit. Would it be good to advance in here? We would have cut these units off here. I don't think I can assault with both those units. This is a problem, though. We need to grind these guys down. Start getting some units disrupted here. Okay, there's one. Just keep trying to get these guys disrupted. Heavy casualties on them. It's causing big casualties, but ouch. Hit by heavy artillery there. Let's get these guys in here. There's a unit here. They are disrupted, though. So let's attack these guys. 9 men. Alright, this unit could lay off one attack from the artillery. Nice. And then could send this in. They will get to fire. We're going to start trying to work our way around with these units. I'm going to go for an attack here. Took the guns out. These guys can move in here. Start surrounding the enemy. 31 casualties, wow. They can actually go all the way around like that. Maybe send a unit there. Maybe even here. We've got armor as well. Let's get that down there. Okay, closing the pocket there for those guys. We got armored cars as well. Let's get him in there. Causing good casualties there. There's still a problem here. We need to... they're all disrupted there. Let's keep shooting at these guys. 18 men. No effect. Another 15. 3. Wow. Big units. Okay. So I want the 10th to go through here. I mean, these are all disrupted. One is even 2-digit number there. We have about 856 men that can go for a big assault here. Still kind of worried that some of these units are quite big, so I'm going to actually grind them down a little bit more. Because we're probably being outnumbered here. Just going to attack those big stacks a bit. Okay, they're down. Okay, that's... I think we've killed a lot of those guys there. Right, next turn they're going to take this objective here. I guess these guys can help out to grind these units down. I think that unit is quite big. Okay, so they're attacking there. There's 2 stacked here. We can't move any units in, but they're waiting for the next line to go in. So it looks like the engineers have cleared the mines. They can actually move in there. That would be great. Let's get them there at least. Well, we could put them in there. Why not? With the artillery there and tank guns. All right. These engineers are very good. Assault 12. They could be used for the main attack. All right. 4 casualties there. All right, what's going on here? These are artillery being set up. We have a core troops there. They could wait. So we're going to see what happens there next turn. If there's a big force coming in here or not. Artillery's been spent. Artillery airstrikes have been spent. And we do have some more core troops here. These guys are machine gun infantry. Yep. Let's get them down to the south. Yeah, we do have these Panzer 2Fs. Okay, so they should just press on here. He's out of command. Artillery. He's okay there. Flak. Tank guns. They're holding the bridge. And the infantry's waiting to attack. Yeah, so they need to hold this bridge until everybody's across there. So they're pretty exposed here. If the Russians decide to go back in here, we're gonna have to put something up there to help out, defend the bridgehead. So I'm just going to leave those anti-tank guns there. HQ. Move down a bit. That's fine. Okay, it's on the turn. Let's see what the Russians do here. Turns 9, I think we're going to be entering now. 8 o'clock in the morning. Looks like they're shifting around their forces a bit there. They're moving up some fresh units there. Don't know where they came from. Big fight here in Orsha. Yeah, he did. He attacked my artillery there. Yeah. So we didn't take too many losses there. Reinforcements have arrived. Air units are available. 1 out of 9 is out of command, so that's good. 5 artillery is unavailable. And some recovered losses there. Right. Okay, that was bad. Let's see. Let's go down here. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, we did lose. Oh, we lost a couple of guns there. Yeah, he decided to hit me in the flank there. Might have been. I should have put up a screening with the 10th and then move the 29th safely across there. Yeah, that was a mistake. But oh well, we are committed for Gorky now. Okay, let's do some artillery first. So look at the center here, the 18th. Right, what's going on here? They recovered some units that are moving in that are fresh. Let's hit them. Some heavy artillery. Yeah, these guys, they're still disrupted there, which is good. So it looks like he moved in there's some fresh units there. But we're going to be pounding this even more. I think it's going to be a costly affair to attack here. Just hammering that objective there. Okay, so they got hit. Here's a unit. We should hit this. Yeah, and Das Reich will add support for these guys. Let's hit the units that are not disrupted here. 1 casualty only. We've got core assets. Yeah, there's another one of those independent units. 2 independent units here. Let's focus on this. No effect. Wow, okay. 2-man disruption there. Right, maybe start... Okay, there's 1 more unit there. Okay, heavy artillery could start, say, headquarters here. Pounding these independent units. Okay, the north, what's going on here? Mass disruption across the board. We can go for assaults here now. What's going on here? What happened here? The infantry's broken. There's still some of those tanks there. I say pummel this. We need to weaken this even more because we're going to go for an attack there. Three casualties. Okay, Okay, pretty light casualties there. And what's this? The core artillery. Let's keep hammering. There's a unit that's not disrupted here. Very light casualties there. Let's hit this some more. Only one casualty. Very light. They got good defense there now. Okay, we're gonna keep attacking here. Okay, we've gotten broken now, so let's hit this heavy artillery. Nice. Right, the Nova Warfers can fire here now. We could attack. These guys are in the open. This could be devastating. 11 men. Ooh, heavy casualties. They just moved into on the road there. Okay, that's all the artillery. Right, what kind of airstrikes we got going here? 2 air sorties. Okay, where do we need to put that? We don't need to put any more here. I think we need to use most of our... We could use an air sortie in these tanks to weaken them up. I'm not sure how many there are. Let's put an air sortie on these tanks here before we move in. Alright, we got disrupted. And the last sortie, this is a dangerous situation here. Was kind of careless there, but I think we need the last sorties in the south here. Still a unit that's not disrupted. We might be able to get them disrupted by attacking with our regiments there. I'm not sure if these guys are softened up enough. I think they are. I think we're gonna put our last airstrike on something in the center here. Maybe try to knock out this artillery's position in open terrain. If we can knock a couple of guns out, would be great. Eight guns. Nice. Alright. Okay. Let's work north to south. Let's see here. Okay, what should we do here? Should we go... Right, let's capture the guns with this machine gun. Contingents. 1 casualty. Okay, so they only knocked out 2 guns. Two casualties there. And here we have the 5th Mechanized Corps headquarters. And a broken unit there. Alright, let's send in the boys from 63rd Schützen Regiment. They will try to attack. These guys are in the open here. So let's smash through here. That was good. We lost 3 men to 24 there, so they got hammered. And let's do an armored... Oh, no. Okay. Our armor is actually disrupted and low in ammo. That's bad. Okay. Can we commit something else? We need to move these... we need to move them back. Those guys are still disrupted there. Alright, we need to send our tanks back. We got fresh armor here. I'm not sure they can actually move in an assault in the same... I don't think they can. No. Alright. Looks like it might only have to be a an infantry attack here. Let's soften the armor up with these guys. Okay, took out 1 tank. So this could be tough. Assaulting with the just infantry, but all the armor here is actually disrupted. Let's see what kind of damage we can do here. And they're against a river hex as well with a bridge. Okay, that was kind of heavy. 20 men were lost. 4 vehicles taken out. He retreated north, but we did take the hex. I wonder if they can move in. I think they can. Okay, there's something on the other side there. I think there's artillery there. Yep. Alright, we can actually attack that artillery as well. Took out a gun. Okay, heavy fighting here, man. Okay, so now that bridge is open now, it means we can start moving units on the other side. Okay, we got engineers. Let's see, if they get in travel mode, how far can they move? They can actually get to the other side there. And deploy. Armor's disrupted, they're disrupted. We do have bridge engineers, we don't really need them. We need... Right, not, the bridge is intact there. It's a heavy bridge, I think. Yeah. Alright, see what we can do here. We've got mass disruption here. Let's definitely move it in the armor. Let's get these guys surrounded. What's this? Oh yeah. We have the Stugs. We have a sort of a lack of infantry here. But the infantry is broken on the enemy, so we're fine. Let's get the Stugs in there. And let's get this tank destroyers now. Let's move in the armored cars. We could move the anti-tank guns here. Actually, we do have these Stugs here. Alright, well, now he's completely surrounded and isolated there. And we can actually assault here. Probably cause a lot of damage on the enemy. Let's fire with units that cannot take part in the assault there. We'll not assault with those. They're not that great for assaulting, I think. Yeah, assault 6 there. Let's hit the these tanks here. See if we can knock some out. One tank was knocked out. And another one. Let's go for an assault. I think we can. I think we could do some pretty nifty damage here. Let's get the infantry in there. Let's commit the armor. And I'm not sure if I can commit them. We might get penalties. No. Alright, it's fine. That's looking like we're going to do some major damage there. Alright, see what happens here. Boom! We lost 11 men in the vehicle. The enemy lost 169 men and 33 vehicles. Wow. Yeah. That group is done for. They are really done for there. Alright, let's get the flak up here. Let's get the anti-tank guns moving. Let's get them over here. Start getting them across. We can actually move out our reconnaissance as well. Oops. Let's get them down there. I wonder if they can cross. I think they can, but they cannot deploy. It's kind of dangerous to leave them in travel mode on the other side there. In case there's like a counterattack coming here. Alright, that's not looking good. It's looking very good. We really did a number on them. We can actually fire with our infantry on those broken units again. Yeah, causing just light casualties there. Alright, that's looking good. Still got some disrupted units. I hope they'll recover next turn so they can be committed to this attack here. Let's attack the headquarters. 8 men. These guys can attack. There's some infantry that's actually disrupted in here. 13. Okay, and then all these units have acted. Right, happy with the north. They're doing there. Let's go down here. Okay, some possibilities here. We need to crack this nut. We need to get those guys disrupted. Let's do a mass attack here. 18 men. But they're not disrupted, so we're going to keep hammering them. Here we go. Fortunately, we cannot attack now. They are disrupted. Which means... Okay, we do have this problem here. Let's commit an attack on that infantry. I think they're fresh. 16. We do have these armored cars. I can weaken these guys a bit. I want to attack with this unit here. Fairly light casualties. Yeah. So I want to attack with this unit. It's going to be a tough attack. It's going to be along a secondary road, uphill into a forest hex, but it's a very powerful unit. Should be able to do it. Okay, 12 men to 25. And they will actually attack these guys in the flank now. 16. No cigar though, they're still not disrupted there. Okay, we do have assets on the flank. Let's start to try and surround the enemy here. For it cause good casualties of these guys. Let's definitely move in the infantry. Maybe I can get the infantry here. That would be good. They will actually be in good defensive terrain there. 5 casualties. That was not a lot. We have even more. I'm going to try and get them. Surround the enemy there. Let's see. We're very close to the 10th, actually. Let's get them into this village. Okay. So they tried there. Didn't happen. Yeah, they are disrupted now, actually. We do have some more Stugs we can use. What's this? Tank destroyers. Let's move the Stugs there. Okay, we get the naval efforts. Tank destroyers will just hang back a bit. We're gonna get artillery across now. Start setting that up. Let's get them set up. Start attacking the. Let's get the heavy guns as well. Let's get these guns up as well. They're heavy. They fired. They fired. Okay, we have our Panzer IIs coming in, which is good. All right, let's see what happens there. All right, the 10th, they ran into some problems here. This infantry here. Dangerously close to Guderian here. Yeah, so that was probably not a good idea. I'm sort of thinking if I should commit. Yeah, let's commit. Let's go back and take care of these guys and move and keep moving the because that's what historically happened. The 29th motorized charged ahead. All right, so that was. We're going to deploy our guns. And we're going to send down some troops to deal with these guys. $19. Ouch! Okay, let's get the armor down there as well. Good. We need to deal with those guns. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there's a stream here. Let's see. How far can these guys move? Deploy. Very dangerous to move up in trucks to that artillery, but let's do it anyways. Attack those guns. 4 guns. Not bad, not bad. Let's commit some armor. Three guns. Okay, we almost wiped that artillery setup. Okay. Need to get something down there. Let's get something down here, maybe. Yeah, we need to go back. Maybe I was a bit hasty there. I wasn't expecting the AI to actually do a counterattack there. That was pretty cool. Taking the opportunity there. I guess the anti-tank guns can be positioned here. Why not? We're going to have a force holding this road in case there's some reinforcements coming in there. Let's get these guys cracking. They're in travel mode, so got to be careful here. Let's see. I think I need to... they're going to be steaming ahead here. Kind of dangerous moving around like this without actually doing proper reconnaissance. Let's see, send a reconnaissance in here. Okay, seems so fine. Seems fine there. Okay. Let's get these guys moving. Okay, this is very... Oh shit, this is dangerous here. He's moving back here. We might have to fight them off, actually. Yeah, I think we do. We're going to be held up here. Yeah, should have had something holding this. They are not disrupted either. Okay, so let's deploy and guard that. Cannot move my artillery now. Big mistake. It's my heavy guns. I cannot move them through here. They're going to get shot to pieces by this unit here. Oh well. Oh well. Actually, let's just deploy them again. Let's get these guys up. That was maybe a bit too hasty to attack there. Oh well, that's looking a bit of a mess, but we're going to clear it out. Let's go down to the south. Alright, let's get the Großdeutschland ahead a bit here. See what's going on, where the enemy is. Let's just set up in this village for now. We do have a recon unit here. Maybe get them up to that field. Yep, okay, we can spotted some artillery up here. Would be good to attack it. We have some infantry. Let's take this village here. I want to get these guys back, actually, to the main fight. Let's get this artillery across. Okay. I guess I can move these core troops across. Why not? get them across there. Okay, what's going on here? All right, we're gonna go for an attack here now. What we got? We have the Schutzen 20th Motorized Infantry Regiment and the 40th Motorcycle Infantry Battalion there. See if they can take this, or sending these guys. They have low ammo. Let's try. Let's go for an assault on this. See what happens. Could be tough. Could be tough. Yeah, 1919. Wow, that was a tough objective to capture there, but we got it. Right, this is a problem too. Right, we need to close the trap here. We need to send some guys in. This is a dangerous unit there, that independent unit. See how powerful it is. 10 men. It's pretty powerful. It's pretty powerful. $12 casualties we cost. Six. Let's get the armory there. Three men only. Nine. All right. This unit, let's see here. We still need to weaken these guys. They are still pretty powerful here. I think we should just surround them. Get them out. They do have the bridge there. That's a problem. There's a bridge we can cross here. That could be an option. These guys can get across. Let's do some reconnaissance here first. Only seems to be in headquarters there. Let's get across. Okay, so we got that. So now we need to move in here. If we can cut them completely off, it's going to hurt. They moved in. We have units. I think we're just going to be hammering these units, trying to weaken them. This unit is pretty weak, probably. If we attack here, they probably will retreat into here. We have a fresh unit there. I wonder if they can move in there. I don't think they can. They can. I'm going to shift this unit down. They're low on ammo. Let's send my engineers in here. We're going to send these guys in there. And they are going to hammer that. These guys are moving in. It's looking good. So I think we're just going to be firing like nuts here. Try to grind him down a bit. So let's go to firing. Yeah, we're just going to be really... get these units really weak. And we could just take them out. Causing really good casualties here. Interesting to see how many casualties the Russians are up to now. These will concentrate in this pocket here. 20 men. Okay, they're really weakened now. We probably could go for an assault. I mean, there's not a lot left there. Okay. Two powerful independent units here. We need to cause good casualties on them. That's good. Disruption. And these guys will... Okay, they're disrupted now, which is good. I think we should still weaken that unit. 21. Yeah, here's the thing. I mean, they're down to double digits. Okay, there's 2 units there that are still 3-digit numbers. I think we should work them a bit. Wow, look at the casualties there. Jeez. They are slaughtering those guys in there. Some guns in there as well. They're going to be ripe for the destruction there next turn. And these will attack that independent unit. 30 men. Biting back hard though. 8 casualties. And this force will attack both units, I think. 32. Wow. Okay. Alright, these Stugs. 6 men. Yeah, so we will not be able to assault here. I think we should just try to weaken these units. 10. Not bad. The artillery can probably fire. Okay, we're in kind of a dangerous situation here. These forces can move up and actually engage my artillery there. Yeah, that was a blunder there. Nice move from the Russians to actually counterattack and hit me in the side there. Okay, that's it. And no more airstrikes. No. And how we're doing here, actually. So look, we got a minor victory. We're almost actually at a major. We've caused so much casualties on the enemy. Over 6,000 there. Yeah, it's the casualties we are causing that's giving us all these victory points. Wow. Okay. Looking good. I'm just going to end it, and then we're going to end the video. Oh, we do have some reinforcements. Woohoo! Even more from the 29th there. I wonder if I moved all my reinforcements. No, I haven't moved these guys as well. Right, he's going to stay there. I guess he's okay up there. Tank guns, those engineers. I don't think they can move anywhere. Let's just leave them there. Artillery. Yeah, this is going to be a bad situation here. I think the Russians are going to go back into their old trenches, and we're going to have to duke it out again. Okay, I'm just going to go through the units here. All right. Okay, that's it. Boom. Yeah, he's going to go back into these trenches. Okay, there's something coming from the north there. Okay, we're going to take out a big pocket of infantry there next turn. I don't even think we need to capture the objectives to get a major in this one. Yeah, the Russians really did not have a chance in this early campaign here versus in the Smolensk. I mean, the Germans were high tide now. They were on the... They had some of the best units at this part of the war. Reinforcements have arrived. Air units are available. 1 out of 9. And that's looking good. All right. I'm going to end the video here, man. We'll pick up the action next. So, Have a good one and see you later.